And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another episode of Shitfic Showcase.
You're mean.
Oh, who better to read Patrick's Degradation for us than you,
No.
Patrick?
No.
Now take your pants off and smear turd on your face.
Do I need to put on my burlap shoes for this?
Yeah, and begin yodeling. Patrick's Degradation.
Okay. Let's get into this one. So, as you can probably tell by the font, SpongeBob fanfic. So, SpongeBob Squarepants is such a happy and cheery show. It has characters such as SpongeBob, Squidward, Sandy, Mr. Krabs, and many more. But it isn't as cheery as you might think.
Oh man, here we go. We're about to get into some...
Yeah.
The dark side of SpongeBob SquarePants.
The seedy underbelly.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom of Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the bottom of this bikini.
Sounds like fun, really.
Yeah.
I was flipping through channels one day because I was trying to find something to watch while I ate lunch. I suddenly found that Nick was airing a new SpongeBob episode.
Fucking
I
Nick.
went to that channel. There were a few commercials for the program, and one caught my eye. An announcer for the commercial said as follows: "A new special SpongeBob episode comes on in just a moment." I like the fish. But don't. That wasn't the
But
fish.
don't switch to another channel! Because the episode is so special, this is the only time you get to watch it. Only on Nick.
I was confused. It was so special. Would never air again.
Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, where are you?
I continued waiting. A few minutes later, a familiar SpongeBob intro began to play. It looked slightly off-centered and tilted. I didn't care enough to question it. Why didn't I question it?
God damn it. The signs were there!
Curse me!
I love too how we're supposed to be scared of that. I love creepypasta's last
It was just
episode.
slightly fucked up.
Yeah, it was just a little off-center. Like
Maybe they should have fired the guy responsible for that, you know.
Yeah, but that's no reason to fucking put it on the creepypasta wiki.
It's like when you're in a haunted house or whatever and the lights start flickering on and off.
Yeah.
It's like, and then like, you start hearing everything creaking and shit falling down. Just shitty-ass construction around here that didn't pay the electric bill. They didn't wire shit properly.
Yeah.
It's not haunted. The place is just... They just didn't keep it up. It's not properly maintained, that's all. I mean, shit. You think when I don't clean my room that fucking ghosts start showing up there? People don't show up there.
I don't even sleep in it.
So, that's the question. After the intro, the screen turned back to normal. The title card was blue, and it read, Patrick's Degradation. There was no sound from the title card, though. I was uneasy. The opening credits played. Bubbles covered the screen. Jesus, Murphy! Only to soon disappear and transition to the next scene. Molokalanunuia.
That's how you summon Cthulhu.
Yeah, one of the most happy music tracks in the series began. While the sun was coming up, SpongeBob was seen happily skipping to the Krusty Krab to do his job as a fry cook.
To do his job.
Yeah, Patrick's rock was seen, slightly open. Patrick peeked out at SpongeBob. The happy music that was once playing immediately stopped and was replaced with sad music.
I wish I could quit him.
How does he keep his happiness? How does he keep his happiness up so well? Patrick moaned. I was a little frightened at this sentence.
Why?
Because
It's
I'm an idiot.
It's so poorly written!
I was a little frightened at the state of mind of the writing cast of SpongeBob.
Do they need to be on suicide watch?
It's like he uses something to do it. and he thinks I'm so happy all the time. But he doesn't know how I am, I continued.
I'm picturing Patrick Star with like an emo haircut covering one of his eyes.
It's just like his pointy starfish head or whatever is like drooped over. Like just deflated. I'm surprised it isn't like that most of the time. Considering how he is.
There's nothing in it.
Yeah.
He's trying to cut his wrist, but he's
I'm surprised.
Hands,
I'm
so
surprised
he doesn't know where his wrist is.
head isn't just like ballooning up and floating him to the surface.
Yeah.
I can't live with it. If I can't live with it, I'll at least stop it. Duh, duh.
Dun, 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 duh.
At this point, I was starting to get really scared. I knew why the episode was only airing once.
Because it sucks.
Probably, yes. Because I'm the only one watching this right now. Because it sucks. I must think of a plan. A plan to stop SpongeBob's joy once and for all.
Like the beginning of The Grinch Stole Christmas.
Bubble transition appeared briefly, with a carton of milk spilling over.
This is fucking stupid.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. The next scene, Patrick was walking to SpongeBob house with a very serious expression. Patrick swung open the door. SpongeBob was nowhere to be found, so he was probably still at work. Patrick grabbed the TV and smashed it into the wall. He then ripped at the couch with a crowbar he had brought along with him in his swim shorts. They couldn't have been comfortable. He also had hammers, axes, and other various tools in a box that he brought with him also.
That's also is twice in that sentence. He also
it is.
Also had hammers, axes, and other various tools in a box that he brought with him also.
But did he also have them?
Mm-hmm.
Also.
He did.
He was destroying everything. Kind of like how I'm destroying... Well, no, creepypastas suck anyway, so...
Yeah.
Never mind, disregard what I was about to say. When no furniture remained... Shit. Patrick grabbed a sledgehammer and began making huge holes in the walls. The pineapple was crumbling above Patrick, who was laughing psychotically. A faint crying could be heard. Then a voice whispered, "Save yourself if you still have the energy." Which made me feel horrified. I couldn't believe that Patrick, the pure meaning of fun and joy, would do such a destructive act.
I can't believe he would poison Brock.
Yeah. Or blow up wheelchair guy, Hector Salamanca.
Or watch Jane die.
I saw her die. I could have saved her, but I didn't. Want to go jellyfishing? With neo-Nazis? The scene panned to SpongeBob. He was getting his things together before he left for home. He sighed a happy sigh and skipped away. He slowed down his skipping until he stopped. Yes, give us every single detail about this movement. His face was an utter shock and horror. He trembled as he ran to his dilapidated pineapple home. Call it the Delapple.
Delapinapple.
Yeah, the Delapinapple. He slipped through the open door and stopped to see Patrick, his best friend, turning the house to rubble. A single tear ran down SpongeBob's face. SpongeBob took a step backwards.
SpongeBob's a Native American.
Yeah.
Patrick!
Why starfish kill the buffalo?
Something buffalo white man!
He paused for a moment. The screen began to get redder.
Why?
I'm sorry, SpongeBob, but I can't live with your mocking joy. It's all too much. Patrick growled at a shocked SpongeBob.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes!
I found my reason to destroy your pineapple house!
I just want you to know!
And the reason is you! SpongeBob! SpongeBob tried to attack Patrick, but Patrick swung an axe, and the scene immediately changed to SpongeBob limping out of his house with half of a leg and part of his face missing from his body.
He can just grow that shit back.
Yeah, who cares? He's
You
so
mean like
much
this?
Much worse than that has happened to him with a fucking jump rope. Slipping out of his house with half a leg and part of his face missing from his body, wheezing, pain screams, making ear-piercing, choking noises.
This just sounds like the fucking Bee Gees death metal video.
Staying alive! You can tell by the way I walk. Goddamn wire hangers.
Ugh. I couldn't believe I had just watched the grueling horror happening in front of me. I wanted to change the channel, but I had to see what would happen next. SpongeBob suddenly slammed his face on the ground.
Or whatever was left of it.
Yeah, looking pale. Patrick walked behind him. He's dead! Finally! Patrick cheered. He ran to Squidward's house. He knocked on the door. His voices could be heard mumbling and crying. Squidward opened the door.
What voices? What does Squidward, like, have a basement full of children he's kidnapped?
Probably. Just kind of buried under the sand there.
Yeah.
Patrick put out a pocket knife and jabbed Squidward through the side of his
It
head.
just
For some reason.
Deflated.
Yeah. He's just doing that now.
Yeah, he's just killing everybody now.
Yeah, because Squidward is too happy. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
All the SpongeBob episodes I've seen, Squidward is way too fucking happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I sympathize with Patrick here. There's a reason we have the same name.
Mm-hmm.
So, Squidward, with a surprised expression, slumped over and fell to the ground. Blood dripping from the door.
What?
His door's bleeding. Static started to overlap Squidward's corpse. What?
Yeah, that's a creepypasta thing. Now there's gonna be static and, like, visual audio deformations.
Ooh, the reception was shitty. Then Patrick left the scene. About 15 seconds pass. The camera panned to Mr.
What, did he
Krabs'
fucking
home.
have a stopwatch out and time it?
The camera panned to Mr. Krabs' home. A giant anchor. No fucking shit. Patrick stood at the door, looking down at something. The camera quickly zoomed into the object Patrick was looking at. It turned out to be Mr. Krabs' dead body!
So, wait, who killed him?
I don't know. Fucking Patrick was looking at him and then he died. Patrick began going into disgusting detail of how the corpse looked. His arm is all the way over where his eyes are, and his eyes are in my tummy.
Well, then his arm is also in your tummy, isn't it?
He's got a cracked shell because I hit it with the sledgehammer and I didn't hear anything else because I ran into the bathroom to vomit. As that description was sickening. and repulsive to hear.
Do you also vomit every time you go to Red Lobster? Because I'm pretty sure that, like, Patrick is just describing shellfish preparation at this point.
I immediately went on my blog to complain about this.
On PETA2.com.
I wish that I had never watched this episode, and it was just a bad dream. I went back to the room, and thank God the scene had ended. But the next one wasn't any better.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be.
Nah, it's kind of shitty too, and they all kind of sucked. This was when SpongeBob really went downhill.
Yeah,
like, I heard SpongeBob went downhill after a point. Like, I stopped watching after, I think it was like the Best Day Ever episode. Not because the episode turned me off, but I just kind of stopped watching and just kind of stopped giving a fuck, you know?
Because you grew up, probably?
Probably, something like that. I assume so.
Yeah.
Instead of the music that was playing, there were sounds of people screaming at each other. Ah! 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 They were saying that they were going to kill each other. And then you could hear punching and stabbing.
Someone accidentally overlaid the audio from a GTA game into SpongeBob Squarepants.
Yeah. Those horrible sounds happening in the background, there was Patrick, walking to Sandy's place. It was presumably sunset, and the sky was pink, and the half-visible sun was bright red.
The sky.
Yeah.
The ocean sky.
They don't know it was pink and bright red. It's Powerpuff Girls!
Die!
Dun 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 dun. We're sort of going to the Simpsons here.
Well, they kind of sound a little similar.
Yeah. Sandy was working on an experiment in her tree dome. Patrick opened both doors and led into the dome. He was holding a large rock.
And then he realized, oh shit, I can't breathe in air.
Sandy, I wanted to know you something scientific, Patrick said. I was a little confused, but I guess that Patrick might have become more lighthearted because Sandy was friendly. Sandy jumped from a tree with a yeehaw and fell to the ground with a somersault.
Howdy, Patrick.
Fucking Farva.
What a Farva the squirrel.
Howdy, Patrick.
She said in a strong Texan accent.
What's up?
Yes, well, you see, I'm Texan, so I should probably just read Sandy's lines in my normal voice.
Howdy, Patrick.
Howdy, Patrick, she said in a strong Texan accent. What's up? So, do you see this rock? Patrick asked.
Yep.
Sandy replied. Watch this, Patrick explained. Yes, he explained, watch this.
That's a 2-word explanation. This guy's a
See,
fucking master of minimalism.
I didn't get it at first, but now I understand.
Yes.
He then lifted it up, heaving. He
vomited.
tossed it at the glass.
He vomited too.
Yeah.
Patrick, no!
Sandy gasped. The rock broke through the glass, and water poured like a waterfall into the dome. Sandy screamed, her lungs filling to the brim with water. Patrick smiled as the water gushed into the hole in the glass. Sandy's head was red, and her lips were blue, and her suit was white, just like a true red-blooded fucking American. Like a true Texan. She scurried to find an air spot, but the water got the best of her, and the air bubbles wouldn't fucking show up. Fucking Sonic the Hedgehog all over again.
Yeah.
Her body floated out into the ocean. Patrick grabbed her and bashed her onto the street, leaving her head smashed and her brain exposed. Where she is Mojo Jojo. Blood drizzled out from her nauseatingly destroyed skull. Patrick looked at her. He frowned. I killed everyone I've ever loved. He began to realize that what he did was bad. He pulled out a butcher knife from his back pocket.
He just keeps it in his ass crack.
Yeah. He probably doesn't even have a back pocket, but he has a fucking butcher knife in his back pocket that carved out a back pocket from his ass. with which to better store his butcher knife.
Yeah. You never know when you need one.
He put it to his throat. He hesitated long enough to say through his teeth, "I'm so sorry." Tears rolled down his face, and he finally slit his neck. He bled all over the street as Gary the snail was watching. Gary looked at the camera with a traumatized expression on his face. He meowed a frightened meow. And that was all I needed to hear. The camera faded to black. The TV shut off on its own. I was happy that was over, but horrified that I had watched it. Every night, I think of how Patrick slaughtered everyone who made him who he was. God damn those people who made me a starfish. Curse you, God! I think of how he was so innocent, but I don't know what to believe in that show. Yeah, because I believe so much in that show.
Yeah,
normally,
I mean,
it's
yeah.
very believable. Fucking bathroom sponges wearing pants.
And talking.
Yeah. I've completely stopped watching TV. I think it's for the best.
Yeah, you're probably right. That was so ass. You're better off just switching to Netflix.
Yeah.
So, that was sure degrading for Patrick.
Yeah. I feel like out of all the people in the story, he was the one who was the worst off in the end, you know?
Yeah.
He was the one who, like, really got.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Patrick Star murdering everyone in town.
You know, but he didn't get Larry the Lobster or Gary the Snail, and he didn't get Mr. Krabs' daughter Pearl. He slacked a little bit.
Yeah.
He didn't even complete his mission. So not only did he die of suicide, he died failing at doing the thing that made him kill himself. And that is almost half the failure this dumbass fucking creepypasta is.
Patrick, what's wrong with you?